Hello, my friends. How are you? Today is Thursday afternoon, evening time. Today I want to talk about something I've never talked about before. I thought I do not have been entrepreneur and as a coach for 15 years now. I thought I've already overcome my perfectionism till my dream, a weird dream, revealed it to me that I'm still a perfectionist. So it's a very fresh dream. So today I want to talk with you. And it's a fresh dream. And I want to share that right away while it's still vivid to me and how I cured it by doing this video. Okay. So in my dream, by the way, my background, the exact bed, I was sleeping, taking a nap, and then I had a dream. In my dream, I was in a very, like a palace-like kind of an environment. Beautiful, like 19th century, kind of a beautiful, elegant, royal home. And that place, weird, I was invited to be like a guest speaker for 7 p.m. somehow, among a few guest speakers. So, and before that, I was already in the palace and in a beautiful, elegant room with with a background, with let's say it's like a dining table, big dining table. You can see that maybe for over 20 or 30 people, kind of a big one, with a very elegant environment, with flowers, candles around me. Then I decided I need to have a small talk before the formal show, right? So I started to prepare stuff, my materials, and I remember in my dream, I want to introduce one of my services. It's like something I created from from an ebook, and then to the second version with kind of an innovative, like a pen or some kind of a device. So I was super excited. I want to share with people. So then the details about that dream started with me setting up my camera. Now I'm standing in front of my camera. I was setting up my camera and trying to adjust the best perfect angle with my background, with that beautiful dining table, all the flowers, candles, all these kind of utensils, right, setting up, and also my perfect angle, and also the lighting and everything. And I remember during that setting up, when I was almost ready, and then the power cable loosened. Then and suddenly, right, I lost the screen. So I needed to recollect it and reset up everything. And then some other things happened. For example, some servants get in and trying to set up the big dining table. And people come in and had to close the door to get some quiet place. And then while I was still trying to adjust the camera, everything, the setup, and including my materials, how close they should be by my side, so it will be convenient for me to take them and do that shoot, right? So it's like forever. It's just like forever kind of a setting up. I said, why, my God, I need to do this as soon as possible before the formal, the dining time and the speaking time is up, right? So, but it's still it's like never finishing. And by the way, I just looked at, I have some chandelier above there, like a little bit like that kind of a palace, but that's more gorgeous. Okay, so I said, in my heart, I was during my dream, right? I had that urge. I should not miss this great opportunity. I should really catch this beautiful, even though it's like a casual moment, but it's a perfect setting, and I need to have it. So I was still setting. How many of you, I'm just wondering, had this kind of dream? It's just like you want to accomplish something, you want to do something, but it's taking you forever. There's always some kind of reasons, right, trying to interrupt you, like people and sense come including the cable, right, and including the setting up. It's like never. And when I try to, and also the speech, even though it's a small talk, I was still thinking about what should I say and what kind of logic should I follow, whatever, right? So it's just I was setting up while I was organizing my mind, my language, my messages. How many of you have that kind of a dream? Okay. And then when I was almost ready, finally, right? And then the door opened. I don't know this person. It's just one of the organizers, right? They found me and asked me, oh, lady, your speech is by like 7 p.m. It's almost the time. And I checked my time. 6:58. Gosh, 2 minutes left. And he told me, and your speaking is almost up, and where are your guests? Because as a speaker, right, we get this privilege to invite some guests. I had my guests, but they have not arrived yet. So they want me to double check where are my guests, maybe in case they will miss it or in case they could not find this place, whatever. It's just like, oh my God, so many things or so many tasks to accomplish. I only have 2 minutes to finish my own setup and speaking. And so I told him, oh, okay, I still have 2 minutes. And please, I need to finish this. I need to finish about this kind of like a shooting video. And before I get there, I will be there. I promise I will be there in 2 minutes. Okay. So then I said goodbye to him. He closed the door. I got relieved. So I tried to get back to my setting to restart this kind of all this kind of start like a talk and setting up, right? And then guess what? I woke up at the perfect time, 6:58, perfect time. Before I had that 2 minutes to catch up to finish the things I just tried to set up. So what's this stream telling about you? I was feeling that when I wake up, I felt, oh my God, such a pity, right? I could just catch that 2 minutes to finish my talk. I know now maybe it's already over the 2 minutes. Anyway, but that means I really want to catch that opportunity. And I was, in my dream at least, that kind of a perfectionist. It's very familiar to me, right? I could take forever to set up and whatever, just make it more look like from my judgment, from my criteria, it's like a great environment, great setting up. Even though I do not do makeup, I'm just a casual, right? Casual t-shirt, casual whatever. It's like, but still, I want other things to be in great position, including my message, including my logic. I'm quite a logical person, as you can see, right? From my Chinese background, conservative background, and also from a professional background. I had over 13 years of corporate experience, including like a Fortune 100 companies working background, right? So everything needs to be professional, professional in my judgment of how I could show up to people, right? But fortunately, so far, I'm not that kind of extreme perfectionism. Perfectionist, like I need to make up for ladies, right? I need to dress a beautiful dress and whatever. It's just like that part. So far, I could easily overcome. But my environment, my angle, my whatever, so my message, I feel like I need to be great. And with that kind of standard, sometimes you feel like you could be very tired. And in life, sometimes unconsciously. In life, right, we could have such kind of like a standards, criteria to our people who live around me, right? Like if I ask my kids, maybe they will tell me, even though I'm not a tiger mom, like a typical Chinese mom, right? I'm not tiger mama, but I'm still like have high standards, trying to enforce to them. Maybe they do not feel that easy. I can guess that. But to my professionalism, okay, talk about our business as entrepreneur, as me coach, I'm thinking about, wow, this kind of perfectionism, this kind of a waiting, trying to get to that kind of a level has already maybe caused me miss many opportunities, right? I want to be this ready. I want to overcome that kind of a fear. I want to till this time is it's right time. I want to wait. Oh, okay. This and that conditions are good. So all these kind of a concerns and a perfectionism kind of a trend, right, caused me maybe miss so many opportunities. I do not even, know it. So many of you, do you agree with that? Sometimes we miss so many opportunities we do not know that we miss it. Maybe because of our perfectionism. How many of you had, for example, have this camera fear, want to prepare good enough before you really get into into camera, turn on the camera, go live? How many of you are really jump to live? Jump without hesitation, right? How many of us have that kind of hesitation and that kind of preparation. Preparation is good, right? It's really good. But how many of us overthinking, over like preparation until we miss that opportunity? Remember at 6:58 and until 7, 2 minutes. If you like taking forever to think, to prepare, to set up, whatever, you miss that window. You miss that. Where I would say that is it's not just like an outside environment to give us that window, but majority of the time it's our momentum window. How many times when you get great inspirations, great aha moment, great ideas, I would say, oh, I need to share this with others, right? And maybe that's very, very good, like a great epiphany, a great idea, great inspirations, and it really deserves to be shared. But then you overthink, oh, maybe this is not so good, or maybe other people will think that's crazy. Like judgment, right? People's judgment. And then you compare yourself with other people. Oh, they are so great. They are so fluent in their English. My English is my second language for some of our immigrants, right? My English is not good. And maybe I don't know how to use the best words to describe it. And maybe the people will laugh at me. And I'm not looking so good. I'm looking tired. And my eye bags, right? And my wrinkles. I hope you do not see my white hairs. Someday it will show, right? I poured out quite some white hairs, All these kind of concerns could make us miss our momentum window. And then it become, when it's not, right? When we do not do it right away, it's never. And the next day, can you still remember your inspirations? And that kind of energy, that kind of, electricity, I would say, that energy will change in yourself. And then you do not want to share that anymore. How many of you experience that? Let me know, okay? I'm just curious. And I believe it's not just me, right? And many times, but I have a good habits. It's just like whenever I have some great inspirations, I love to journal it. I write it down, a list. And I remember I had like a folder, a document, and also Evernote. I took many of my inspirations there, but I did not share as much as I need and I should, right? I did not. And I'm quite, actually, I would say I'm quite a creative person. But sometimes, especially recently, I just felt like my spirit is quite down. After my dad passed away, he passed away later last month. And I went back to China twice. One time I went back to take care of him for almost 1 month. And the second time was back to attend his funeral. I feel like that kind of experience was like a trauma. And by the way, for whatever, it's just like those leftover things, right? We're still not, because he married again another woman who's still giving us the headache because of all this kind of a heritage thing. Who's a super greedy. But anyway, it's just like all this kind of trauma. When I lose my loved one, lose my dad, and the trips to back and forth to China, the long trips, right? And my body, I feel like my spirit as well is quite behind where I want to put in. So I feel like these days, even though I'm still doing my things, I feel like I'm not myself. I feel like I'm losing not even my creativity, my momentum, my energy, my spirit. Gosh, I'm losing a lot of myself. I feel like my spirit is quite down. Even though I'm still doing my everyday abundance meditation morning and night time, I did not get that usual energy. I feel like I'm losing that kind of passion and energy to do it. That's quite like a crisis. It's a little bit like a crisis, trauma crisis to me. But today, after I dreamed my perfectionism, I decided that I need to share this dream and cure my perfectionism right away. So that's why I grabbed this camera stand and started shooting this video almost like right away. And did not hesitate. I did not give my time. But here is the key. Do not give yourself that time to hesitate, to overthink, to over-prepare. Because the more you do, and you will let that great moment, that kind of momentum pass. And you will have more logic, human judgment to yourself. Oh, is this worth sharing? Oh, this maybe like nobody cares and nobody will pay attention, or maybe this isn't people will laugh at it, I'm calling myself a crazy and I'm not good enough. All this kind of judgment will come back again. Okay, so before that, you need to do it right away. Once you get that inspiration, that moment, do it right away. So I cured mine, and for my first time I shoot my bed. I did not even make up my bed, so it's still a mess. And by the way, see how tall this is. I may have the unique, very special bed, and people may sit down on the bed. Every night I jump up to my bed, so it's that tall. I put three mattresses on top of it to make it comfortable. Anyway, so that's exactly where I get my dream. My king size beautiful bed, but where I got my perfectionism dream, and now I'm curing it without preparation. I'm still in my mess, kind of like a bad environment. I did not do any kind of makeup. I gave myself the deadline. Okay, before the dinner time, I need to finish this, so then I could concentrate to preparing a good dinner for kids and for a family, right? So that's it. Let me know. This is a very casual video. I almost seldom shared such kind of video before. And even though in this kind of a dream, there's quite some like a value part, right? Like a professionalism part, like a entrepreneurship part. But the talk today is about our perfectionism. If you still have the fear, concerns, all this kind of overthinking, struggling about going live to video, our visionary entrepreneurs, life changers, especially our coaches, consultants, if you really want to make that impact, if you really want to help serve people, you need to first develop yourself, including overcoming your perfectionism, overcoming your fear of this kind of like a speaking, including camera, right? And really share your genuine self, share your real life. And that's what gave me at least like a relief. I do not need that kind of preparation. I do not need to pretend to be someone. I do not need to be perfect. I do not need to, to make it like everything is working good to me. And I'm now actually suffering inside myself, from this. My dad is passing away, trauma, and also challenges from entrepreneurship and from life. And my marriage is still struggling. And now recently my kids, my son, the older kid, is getting all this kind of college offers, not ideal, all this kind of, not ideal ones, right? No Ivy. So all this kind of it's like life's challenges, right, from different angles trying to attacking us, how we could still be that genuine ourselves and show up as who we are, and at the same time provide our values, provide our inspirations, and provide our services. I don't know if this directly serve you, but I hope it's inspirational to you and can help you, even like for 1 ounce, help you overcome your fear in front of a camera for public speaking. I would hope, I would be very glad, So I will encourage myself at the same time, and also keep challenging myself to overcome my comfort zone, to get out of my comfort zone, to do more things that's like challenging myself and help myself grow so I could better serve you. All right, thank you so much. I will look forward to hearing from you. What's your, for example, some even weirdo dreams, right? By the way, my daughter has a hobby. She loves to write down in a journalism, her diary, about her dreams. So that's a fun thing. I think sometimes that's a good way to practice your writing, right? So I would encourage her, and just like share including your dreams, your life, your challenges or fears, whatever, right? And including how you may challenge yourself, get out of a comfort zone. I hope if this video can encourage you to do a short live video. That's a challenge for you, okay? Do a spontaneous live video and just present yourself genuinely in front of others. I will be the first one to applaud to you and to cheer for you, okay? Let me know. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time, hopefully tomorrow. Okay, see you. Bye-bye.